Will Ministries International presents Midweek Message. Hi, family. Well, today's letter is to the men in honor of Black History Month. This is for you, dear men. Do you know that there is a divine order? It is the order of creation, and that is God, Jesus, man, woman. And it's a spiritual position, and you are our covering. And so, whether your husband, brother, father, grandfather, son, whoever you are, you cover the women in your family in prayer. This protects them in the spirit realm. And what happens in the spirit realm can spill over into the natural. And we can also affect the spirit realm. But you covering us, it keeps us safe. I like to tell the story of the woman that works the night shift for 25 years, goes to the store at night, gets gas in her car at night, never has a problem. And then there's a woman the uncovered woman that goes out to the grocery store in the middle of the day and gets robbed. And it just, the difference is the covering. And the covering is the prayers of the men in their family. That's the covering, or the men in their lives. And so for me, it's my dad and my brother. I'm going to teach my grandson to pray for me and his mother. And and you guys. I ask you guys to pray for me as well, because that spirit realm is crazy and spiritual warfare is real. And if you can protect your family just a little bit, wouldn't you want to do that? So keep us prayed up. There are, you hear about them on the news all the time, like really bad men and women of God out there that prey on women, mostly women. Their churches are full of women, and they prey upon them, and not pray for them, prey upon them. And so you don't want your loved one in a church like that. But if you're not leading, they're going to go wherever. And so we need you to step up, but you can't just go to church. You have to pursue that relationship with Jesus. You have to be reading your Bible. You have to have a prayer life. You need to have a worship time. You need to be able to fast when necessary. You need to have discipline. You need to have submission and obedience. And I know these are hard words for you because you're a man. But you need leadership. You need leadership so that you can lead your family appropriately. You need to be following Jesus so you know the way to lead your family. You need to be reading the Bible to encourage your family to read, to have devotionals together, to go to church together. You have to have a relationship with Jesus so you have discernment so that you go to the proper church for your family. There are preachers and apostles and prophets out there just like preying on people and taking people's money. And women are just giving up their money, losing homes. But if the men in their families stepped up into their leadership role, they wouldn't be in places like that. They'd be in places where God is being praised and God is being worshiped and the gospel is being taught, not where people are preying upon them. And so We need you to step up into your leadership positions, men. But you can't do that if you're not submitted and obedient to the Most High God. Okay, so that's our family men. For our single men, men, you have got to be careful who you date. You can't just be out here coupling up with any old woman. You need a Christian woman. No, you need a woman that has a relationship with Jesus. These women are out here on social media, like learning love spells and learning like different ways to control you spells. That is frightening. Like, and if you're not obedient and submitted to the Most High God, they could have you submitted and obedient to them or their God. And like, that's not what we want. We need you to be in leadership. And if you're leading, but this person is worshiping a different way, they can't follow your leadership. You'll be pulled more towards their relationship with their gods. Be careful out here. And every woman in church ain't a Christian either. Like some of those, there's Christian witches out there. So you have to be careful. You have to be discerning. But our discernment gets sharper as our relationship with Jesus gets stronger. So I want to say this, men. I know that the world tells you that you are a gangbanger or a drug dealer or a bum or a deadbeat dad. The world tells you that you aren't very smart. The world tells you that you are the most unattractive man of all the men in the world. What else? That you have all these baby mamas everywhere. Like the world has all these opinions of you, but that's not you. You are a child of the Most High God, and you are smart and you are strong. You are gifted. You are chosen to lead your families, to lead others to Christ. Men, you are nothing like what they say you are. You are like what God says you are. And if you don't know what God says you are, then crack open that Bible and start to learn who God says you are. We'll talk about that more coming up towards Father's Day. But I just wanted to touch base with you for Black History Month and for Valentine's Day too. Be careful who you Valentine, okay? All right, well, join us again next time when Innis Will Ministries International presents Midweek Message. Until then, bye.